First of all, can I ask you about how your team are looking ahead of their trip to Malmö? Obviously, you must be in good form and good confidence after the last 2 or 3 matches. And secondly, can I ask you about what you think of the news today? It looks like the former Chelsea manager Antonio Conte is on his way to Spurs.
Well, first of all, I got the news today that one of my colleagues got sacked, which is not good news and never nice to hear. But you will understand that I will not comment on any other club's decision on coaches, and I will not take part in any speculations and give comments on that. Yeah, we are in a good place, but as I feel the group and as I feel the group, I have the feeling that we know why we are in a good place. We know what it takes to have these kind of results, and we know what effort we put in it, and we know what we have to do for it. That makes us confident, and at the same time, it sets the standards that you need to set every single match that arrives, and it's coming again tomorrow. So we'll start from scratch. It's a Champions League away game, and we want to win. We want to win. We are self-confident enough to say it, but we know what it takes, and it's on us to deliver.
Gary Cottrell. Gary? Simon Johnson? Gary?
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't unmute myself. Hello, Thomas.
Hi.
It does look like Conte's on his way to the Premier League. That'll be another elite super coach, yourself, Pep, Jurgen. Does that lift the challenge? Does that lift the kind of effort you have to put in this league if that happens?
Well, you can ask me again if it happens, but right now it's speculation, and I will, unfortunately for you, not take part in any speculation about any other club's coaches' decisions.
And in terms of the players we didn't see at today's training session, it looks like no Mason, no Romelu, obviously, or Timo or Kovacic. Is that correct?
Yes, these 4 players are out, unfortunately. Still out, but also, yeah, for Timo, Romelu and Kova, no surprise. For Mason, he does not feel really better. To stop any speculation, is not COVID. He's negative for COVID, so he's just ill and does not feel good enough to take part in training and, of course, take part in the trip to Malmö. The good news is Christian Pulisic is back and back in the squad for tomorrow.
Simon Johnson.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
Forgive the left field question. Billy Gilmore, do you have any concerns about the lack of game time he's getting at Norwich? Have you spoken to Daniel Farke about it? And are you thinking about recalling him in January if he doesn't play for the first team for much longer?
We will take the decision then in January when the decisions has to be made, and not now. In general, I think it is. I spoke with Daniel about it, and I was happy to meet Billy around the match, now around Norwich's match at Stamford Bridge. The things were clear when we decided together that he is looking for more minutes and more game time and more match time in another club. The challenge was clear, that he needs to fight his way through. And this is where he is right now. Things are not going so like as he maybe wishes for, as we all wish for, but it's not the moment now to already give solutions and cancel the whole project. It's sometimes these weeks and months arrive where the situation seems to be stuck or seems not to go the right way. You have to hang in there. You have to show your quality, and you have to make sure that you help your team, no matter where it is. And that sharpens your character, and that will be a big chapter in your career. And that's the same for Billy. It's for me right now not the moment to already give solutions for January and open the talks to bringing him back. Now is start of November, and there are still months to go, and there's still a lot of time to prove that he has enough quality to help Norwich be a better team.
James Gearbrandt.
Hi, Thomas. I wanted to ask you about this interesting statistic. I think out of the 26 goals that Chelsea have scored in the Premier League and Champions League so far, excluding penalties and own goals, 13 of them have been from your defenders. Is that just a quirk, or is that partly by design? In terms of the attacking system, are you trying to spread the chances that you create more evenly through the team, so you're not just relying on one or two positions to score the goals?
That's normally what you do in any, I think what any manager does in any team, that you try to not rely on only one or two goal scorers. At the same time, you wish also to rely on one or two consistent goal scorers, because that gives you also a lift. And this also necessary if you want to reach the highest level in any competition. You need consistent goal scoring threat from your strikers, because they do what they do. I think the statistic will look maybe a bit different if you maybe interpret the wing backs more as midfielders, because if you play in a back three, it's not really a full back position, it's a wing back position, and that is more for me more a midfield position. So I would not call them defender, although they have to defend in some moments and like defenders, but they are more free to attack, have a shorter way to the opponent's box than in the role as a fullback. So it's necessary that they are included and that we bring them to the box at the end of our attacks to increase the goal threat. Well, I'm happy when we create chances. I'm happy when we have in the end 5-6 players in the box to be dangerous. And in a system that we play is crucial that the wing backs are there and have the freedom to be dangerous. And second one is, of course, defenders need to be dangerous also for set pieces. We want to be strong in set pieces, and the focus is also on set pieces. So that's the way it is right now, and still we hope that we can put our strikers in the end of the season on top of the list.
David Jespersen.
Hello, David, Swedish
Hi.
television. Malmö haven't scored a goal yet in the group stages. They have to come up with something extraordinary to get a result from you tomorrow. How do you prepare yourself and your team facing an opponent in that position?
We had that now quite often. I think it's the 5th, 6th game in a row where we are considered as favorites. I like a lot how my team approaches these matches, because we put in a lot of effort and put in a lot of intensity and give not too much on the general view about it that we are the favorites, but we proved our point on the pitch, and that is absolutely necessary tomorrow. When you say very right that Malmö maybe needs an extraordinary performance, then I think they will absolutely prepare for this, and any team on this kind of level is ready to create an extraordinary performance. So we are better. We should be prepared, and we should be humble and respectful enough towards the game and towards the opponent, and anything can happen. These matches on Champions League level are about details. It is a constellation where Malmö also has nothing to lose, though they can play with a lot of freedom. They can play with a lot of courage. They will be supported by an emotional crowd, and this is the things we have to face. Like I said, it's not the first time, and we will try to have influence on our team, that we approach our games in the same way like last week's.
Alistair McGowan.
Hi Thomas, I just wanted to ask you a question about Callum Hudson-Odoi. I think I'm right in saying that this is the most starts that he's made at this stage of the season in his Chelsea career. I just wondered if you're glad that he didn't leave the club now in the summer, and how would you describe his performances so far this season?
Well, listen, it was not like that he was that we wanted to have him out and then suddenly he stayed, and now we are glad that he stayed. We didn't let him leave. We built the squad, and Callum was a piece in that puzzle, and he thought that will be maybe a tough one to get minutes and will maybe a bit more easy in another club, but you never have you can never be sure that it's like this. So we told him straight, and I told him straight when he asked for it, that it's not possible, that we rely on him, that he accepts his role, and there is still huge progress that he can make, and within this group and within this club, and. Listen, was it always fair to let him play as a right wing back? No, maybe not. But he had to take this for the team, and he did, and he was always positive, and he showed the right spirit. He had a very, very good pre-season where we could see what he's capable of on the half left side, and he struggled a bit in the beginning to prove that point during matches, and now. We had some injuries, and it was needed that he shows up and delivers, and this is what he did. So, like we always say, this to get a team and to get a place in this team, it's all about performance, and this is what Callum shows in the moment. And now it's important that he shows consistency, that he stays hungry and keeps on going and progressing, and that he enjoys the moment, but is at the same time absolutely aware what it takes to stay in the team, and it looks good in the moment.
The last question for Thomas today, James Robson.
Hi Thomas.
Hi.
Less than a year since you took the job, you've already won the biggest trophy in club football. You're currently top of what you've described as the toughest league in football.
Yeah.
I wonder if part of that is down to maybe getting sacked by PSG, only being given a short contract to begin with. Does that bring the best out of you, maybe being slighted, if you like, a little bit insulted, or is there another reason for how you've made such a flying start? That's unusual.
Well, you need also a bit of luck. I mean, we all know that you cannot win Champions League by pure planning or pure whatever. Yeah, planning and the combination of planning and quality is not like this. You need also a bit of luck and that it's meant to be, and that you catch a momentum. So I'm very grateful where I am, and I think like I am right now in this place because of my experiences in other clubs and with other teams before. I'm grateful that I learned this job as an academy level, and I'm grateful that some people in my career trusted me and gave me confidence, starting maybe with my parents and the bosses in the youth academies and then later the managers. So, and then the target is to get better every week, to get better every match and every day, and never stop learning and never stop progressing as a coach, because this is what it is. And now it seems to be a perfect fit from day one for me. I'm super happy to be in this club and to be part of the club, and maybe this is maybe this is the last percent. Like, if you feel fully happy and you feel appreciated and everything falls into place very genuinely, then yeah, you are able to produce results together, because I'm part of a big team, and I'm part of a big club, and this is how I see myself. So nothing else. I don't know if I need extra motivation, but of course, like I said, when the offer was, I was not happy to be sacked on Christmas. My mission was not fulfilled. I had big plans for the Champions League campaign again, and to win the title in domestic title again and again. I was hungry, and we were on the way, and this was a huge interruption, of course, and like I said, some days later and some weeks later came a huge opportunity, and the desire to step into this adventure was much higher than the fear of and the concern about the 18 months, because it is what it is in football. You need to You need to take the adventure. You need to be brave and courageous. And once you have the feeling, and I have the feeling I got a big reward for this right now. I'm happy where I am, and I want to be better every single day and learn and grow. And it's a good environment to do this.
Hi, you're in fantastic form at the moment, Ben. I mean, it's a massive change from the start of the season when you sort of had that weird period when you went to the Euros, didn't play, and then sort of had 6 or 7 games again at the start of the season when you suddenly weren't in the team. Was there a point when you was asking yourself, well, what's going on here? How it's gone from being in the Champions League final to suddenly 2 months on the bench?
No, to be honest, I've been asked this question quite a lot recently, and I've given everyone the same answer, which was that it is obviously frustrating because as a footballer, you want to be playing week in, week out. It's what you enjoy, stepping out on the pitch on a Saturday afternoon and playing football. But you have to train well every day and support the team, I think, which is the main thing. When you've got a squad like we do here at Chelsea with 20-25 world-class players and 2 or 3 people fighting in every position, you've got to understand that you're not going to play every match, and just to support the group and train hard so that when you get your chance, you're ready.
Cheers, Mark. We're going to move on to Nazar next.
Am I looking at it? Yeah. Okay.
Hi Ben, congrats on your good form lately. I just wanted to go a bit more into that period, if you don't mind. Was there ever any doubts for you in that period, or was it just a case of you knew that your class would shine through in the end?
Yeah, no doubts at all. I think like I said, when you train hard every day, and of course as a football player, you have to have confidence in your own ability, and I was just keen that I would train hard every day so that when I did get my opportunity, I'd give the manager a headache, and that's all I could do really, is that when I got the chance to play was to play my best and give my best for the team, and hopefully then get more opportunities and show him that, or give him as much of a headache as possible.
We're going to move on to James Ollie.
Hi Ben, just following on from that, the manager Thomas Tuchel described you in a press conference a few weeks ago as being mentally tired during that period. Is that a description that you recognise?
It's a difficult one. I think when you come off the back of a summer where you've been disappointed, where you probably wanted to play, it's the Euros in your home country. Of course, everyone's going to be disappointed when they don't play in that. But coming back to Chelsea, I felt like I was in a good place to help the team. But of course, Marcos started the season very well. Was here for the whole of pre-season, and had a great start to the season. And I think like I mentioned, when you've got 2 or 3 brilliant players in each position, fighting for 11 shirts, you have to be realistic. And at that time, Marcos was playing very well, and I knew I had to be patient and bide my time and just support the group. And I think that's the sign here of the fact that we've got such a strong group that's doing well at the moment, is because there's no egos in this squad. There's a group of players that want to work hard for the manager, work hard for the club, for each other, and when whoever gets the chance to play gets their opportunity, they're ready.
Okay, Mike Walters, please.
Good afternoon. On the back of the disappointment of not featuring in the Euros, is becoming a goal machine the best therapy, because you had a tremendous goal scoring run last month?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps. Scoring goals as a defender isn't something that I get to do a lot. So, when I do score, it's a nice feeling. And thankfully, last month I was able to help the team with a few goals. Got my first goal for England, which was an amazing feeling as well. And I think that's, to be honest, part of my game that the manager now has probably helped me with most, and improved me most with, is just getting in the opportunities in and around the box to be more of a goal threat and contribute more with goals and assists in the team.
Cheers, Mike. Move on to Matt Nash, please.
Hi Ben.
Hiya.
Hiya. Thomas was saying earlier that with all the goals that the likes of yourself and Reece have been getting, you should be considered more as midfielders than wing backs. Do you feel like that? Do you feel like a midfielder at times?
Yeah, I think To be honest, with the way the manager wants us to play, we probably do spend more time, in attacking positions, and especially the past, few months, he's encouraged me and Reece or Marcos and Aspie, whoever ends up playing there, a lot more to not just stay on the touchline, to play inside, just play with freedom really, which he's expressed to us a lot, is to just play with freedom. Me and Callum the past few games, or whatever the combination is on the wing, is as long as one of you's wide and one of you's inside, it doesn't matter which way round that is, and just get in the box as much as you can, help the team score goals. You've got a brilliant defensive unit behind you with, Tony next to me, or Malang the other day. You've got brilliant players behind you that can cover you, and just express yourself, enjoy yourself, and help the team score goals, get assists. And I think at the moment, with the wing backs, that whoever plays, we're really enjoying doing that.
Okay, we're going to go for two more, starting with the Moose, then James Robson. So Ian.
Hi Ben, how are you?
Good, yourself?
Yeah, good, thank you. So you won the Premier League, you won with us, you won the Champions League with Chelsea, so your cabinet is fairly full already with medals. But every year it gets more and more difficult with the teams around you, both domestically and across Europe, strengthening. So can you just talk to us about that? And also, we're coming towards the award season. Everyone's saying that Mo Salah is the best player in the world. Would you agree with that, or would you pick one of your Chelsea teammates?
Obviously with the first question, I think, you look at the quality we've got, in the league across numerous teams, where a lot of teams have strengthened this season in different areas. And I think, you look at the games that are being played every week, the quality is improving every season. But, all we can do is focus on ourselves, and, we're confident the group that we've got here, if we work hard every day in training as a group and stay hungry to improve, stay hungry to, have success at this football club, that we're confident that we can bring more trophies to this club. And then your second question, of course, Mo Salah's a brilliant player. He's having a brilliant season this past month. He's scored some great goals, but, there are some brilliant players in our team as well. The likes of Georgie, who's gone and won pretty much everything there is to win in the past year and a half. So, Angola, there's a lot of world-class players in our team, but, just to answer your question, Mo Salah has been brilliant this year,
Okay, James.
Hi Ben. You're currently top of the league, and that is down in large part to the likes of you and other defenders scoring plenty of goals. On the flip side of that, though, up front there have been injuries, players not in their best goal-scoring form, etc. What does that say as a warning to the rest of the Premier League, that when you actually fully get it clicking up front, how good Chelsea can be if you're already clear at the top now?
Yeah, well, I think we're clicking pretty well at the moment anyway as a team. The manager's very keen on, he tells us a lot that as a team, we attack together, we defend together. So, he wants defenders to score goals. But then on the flip side, he wants his attackers to do the defensive side of the job. And I think at the moment that is what is helping us be a successful team, is that, we're working not just for ourselves on the pitch, but we're working for the player next to us, and working for the team. And, as a team at the moment, we're stepping on the pitch and we're hungry every match. We're not happy with 1-0s, 2-0s. We want to get as many goals as possible. And, hopefully that can continue with the way that we're playing, everyone contributing in attack and everyone contributing defensively as well.
Right, I'm going to finish this off with Adrian.
And then just going back to the goals you've been scoring of late, is it a sort of a feeling that you can almost in some ways get addicted to it, and as you get one and you get two and you listen to what our manager's asking you to do, and it kind of just encourages you to keep going, getting in those positions and contributing and helping the team in that sort of way, even though it's not primarily your job?
Yeah, no, for sure. I think, like I've said, I've learned a lot under this manager in terms of positioning when the ball's on the other side, or, just getting in the positions where you can score a lot more goals. It's quite funny actually, because after the game against Newcastle, obviously I didn't score, and we won a great win 3-0, but there was a little bit of me that was disappointed that I didn't get a goal. But then when you've got Reece on the other side getting getting 2 brilliant goals. You know, of course, buzzing for him, and you know, it's nice that if one of us can't get a goal, that the other one's on the other side, you know, doing a brilliant job to get 2.